people.
Hello world. How you doing? I'm Allie.
I'm Amy.
And we are Lost Our Needles. Welcome to our channel about cross stitch. If you're new here, may the force be with you. But thank you for being here.
Thank you for finding us.
And if you're returning,
thank you even more for coming back.
Yes, thank you. So it's been a month.
We're so sorry, but
we told you we would be because we said we were coming
back. It's
been
crazy busy.
So the month, what have you been up to?
Well, I had to think because it's been a month. So the big thing is my showers are being redone. I have 2 showers in the home. One I was having done because the tile was driving me crazy. It was a hexagon shape in the tile. And I've never liked hexagon, and it was a compromise my husband and I made when we were building the showers. But the past few months, it's just like I get in the shower and I'm just grumbling, I can't stand these tiles. Rah, 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 rah. And then the other one had something funky in the corner going on. So I had a guy come out and give me quotes to have my showers redone, and he was pretty sure there was some stuff going on in the one shower. And my shower was just being redone because I couldn't take the look of it anymore. I admit it's kind of just one of those things, but as it turns out, it was a God thing, because when he tore the shower out, my shower that he wasn't expecting any problems with turned out to have black mold, and some of the 2x4s were rotting. I mean, like black and soft. And he said, well, it was probably a good thing the tile was driving you nuts, because another couple years and you could have been getting really sick from all of this.
I think that it just happened last time we filmed. So how's the progress been? So
the showers are done. The showers are retiled. I'm very happy the way they're doing it, that have done the showers themselves. But at the same time, he's one of those guys that does a good job, but he does a lot of different things. So he's changing out a door for me, and then he's going to be doing some painting for me. So it's turning into a much longer process than I thought. And that house in the meantime is just covered in dust. There's black plastic everywhere, protecting everything, which I'm very grateful for, but it's just getting old. But he'll get it done. I'm not worried about it. It's frustrating, don't get me wrong, but it'll get done, and it'll be worth it when it's done, and I'll feel good knowing that I've got healthy showers again.
Yeah.
And then went to Las Vegas with my sister and brother-in-law, had a great time. We went to go see the Eagles at the Sphere. But when we got there, we found out, well, I knew before we got there, but my sister and brother-in-law didn't know that the Wizard of Oz was playing at the Sphere, and it just opened up a couple of days before we got there. Well, they wanted to go see it, so we went and saw the Wizard of Oz at this big 360 net. They don't show it 360, but 2/3 of it. It was incredible. I'll be honest, it was money, but the only part that really thrilled me was the hurricane, because they had wind, your hair's blowing all over the place. They had like a mist coming down at you, leaves were flying everywhere. It was really, really cool. You really, truly felt like you were in the middle of this this storm. Tornado, hurricane, yeah. Tornado. You really, and the witches going by, and of course everything is super large, super, it was incredible. The rest of it was fun to see that large, but they didn't do as nearly good a job with the rest of it. But I think I'm the only one who feels that way. Everybody else just was going on and on how awesome it was. And I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but let me tell you, the Eagles at the Sphere, worth every penny. I couldn't see them on the stage. They were this tiny, but they're just blown up everywhere in the sphere. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. I'm kind of getting tired. And just the stories they were telling through being able to broadcast this stuff all over. It was, and 18,000 people singing along to every single song, and just memories just popping from the time I was a teenager to memories with my husband and the kids in the summertime. And it was truly wonderful. Las Vegas, and I don't care, but going there to see a concert of a band that I really enjoy was pretty incredible. And then was home for a few days from that, and then
we went to Michigan.
And what did we do in Michigan?
We went to Chantel's 141 pep rally, and we saw my hometown.
Yes, fall of 2025.
Yeah, and so that was really cool. I loved being back, and like, so Chantel's shop is in Williamston, and we grew up
Cute town. Yeah,
Yes.
30 minutes south. Driving.
Yeah, so Meyer, if you know, you know. Like,
If
Meyer
you
is
don't, we're
incredible.
sorry.
Mom was laughing at me because my sister and I had been having a conversation about Meyer
Just
just a
reminiscing.
couple weeks ago.
Reminiscing, yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, oh, I bet they don't have the fish anymore, because we used to always go back and see the fish in like the pet
In the
area.
tanks where you could buy fish and bring them home.
They still have the fish.
She was like a 5-year-old back there.
It was great. And we got Lions gear at Meyer because it's cheaper than getting it at the NFL shop. And Meyer just has it all.
It's like
miss
a
Meijer.
Fry's Kroger on steroids.
Yes.
I'm in all my travels. I've never seen a grocery store like a Meijer.
And their clothing is
It's getting better and better every
Yeah.
time I go in.
Yeah.
The quality, what they have.
so that was great. We drove by like our old house, and I bought like a baby. We saw my old high school. The downtown area is like thriving. I wish I would have had like a night free while we were there to just sit out on a patio and have a drink and just admire.
It has a very small hometown, but not like, it's thriving. Restaurants,
Yeah.
bookstores, bridal stores.
It's one of
just
those places
thriving.
like I wasn't in a place to appreciate. I kind of was, but like to just slow down and like have like a slow drink there.
Yeah.
Because I left Michigan when I was 22 to move here to Arizona. It was just lovely. And then the pep rally was just so much fun. It was
Yes.
everything I needed.
Oh, and you forgot we went to the Grecian Isle for lunch.
the Grecian Isle.
So the pep rally didn't start till Thursday evening, and we flew in Wednesday night. So we said, let's go down and explore Brighton and just look around and see how much has changed. I've been back a couple times, but this is the first time since she left Michigan that she's been back. So it's been almost 10, or it has been 10 years since you left.
I went home a couple times when you were at the house.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So like it's been since like
It's been a few
2018
years,
though.
yeah. And anyway, so it was really fun. And then we went back to the pep rally. And I have to say, this is on my heart. The pep rally started when a lot of heavy things were happening in the country between Charlie Kirk, the young woman in Charlotte who had her life carelessly taken away, school shootings, all that stuff was happening just as the rally was getting started. And Allie and I were both just feeling really heavy. And I tell you what, God just brought some wonderful women into our life that weekend. Yes, table
6.
and table 11, you know, it was exactly what we needed when we needed it. It was joyful. There was so much laughing. There was praying going on, just amongst, not as a whole, but amongst our, it was just a beautiful thing. In Williamston, everything is so close. You just walk, and they're good restaurants.
And it was cold enough, not cold enough. It was like
They
high
were
70s.
they were complaining at the heat.
So it was comfortable enough
Yes.
to walk from the pep rally to the restaurant and not sweat.
And not sweat. It was a beautiful thing. They were all talking about, oh, it's been so warm, blah, blah, blah. And more importantly, it was been really dry. They haven't had a lot of rain in the past month or so. But Allie and I are going, are you kidding? This is gorgeous. This feels like fall. The
Lovely.
leaves were just starting to change.
You
And
can almost smell like that smell where like
The air is starting
everything's
to change.
just about to change, and it's
yeah, the air has this golden feel to it instead of the harsh summer. It's just different. And we were just enjoying it so much. I think people were laughing at us, but that's okay.
definitely.
We don't mind people laughing at us.
We laugh at
Anyway, it was
ourselves.
just truly and Chantel, I'm telling you, if you guys have not been and you get the chance or thinking about it, I would go to a Chantel retreat. Now, I've only been to 2 and they've both been good, but Chantel's, she knocks it out of the park. Just between the small town feel of it that gives it something extra than in a large town. And she just gives you a lot of stuff. I was shocked by how much
I've been practically living in that sweatshirt at night.
Yeah, so everybody that went got a sweatshirt on top of all the stuff that we got. And Robin Gibbons, Robin Pickens, I'm sorry. I don't know why. Anyway, Robin Pickens, you know how sometimes you meet people you like from afar and then you meet them and go, "Mm." That did not happen. Everybody there was nicer than I actually thought they were going to be, and I had high expectations. And she was the most delightful, caring, out talking to everybody, out communicating with everybody, sharing, laughing, giggling, running around barefoot. She was truly, she was true a couple of times. I think her feet were just hurting. Anyway, she was truly an enjoyable person to get to meet. And I was not disappointed because I've been really excited to meet her. Yeah. I was not disappointed in the least. And we'll show you.
Yeah, we'll do the haul at the end. I know that way if you don't want to stick around and you don't really care.
You're not a haul person.
Cool.
Yeah. That sounds
so
good.
We'll start with our stitching and then we'll go back to like some of the things that we were gifted, some of the stuff that we bought because money was definitely spent.
Yeah. And then after the treat, I went back to Brighton and spent a few days with my good friend from there. Got to do some shopping with her. I love shopping with my girls, but there's something about shopping with a best friend. It's just different. And then I got to meet her son's granddaughter, which is her son is one of my son's bestest friends. And she was just a delight. And it was just a really good trip. And now I'm home for a couple weeks trying to get the showers and stuff painted and get through because I have a guest coming October 8th and then we get kind of crazy again. So that's my life.
Yeah, I've been working and I've been I have Bible study with my friends in church and it was kind of funny with the retreat because we live south of where I work. And work is kind of on the way to the airport. So I packed all my stuff up and mom's house is on my way to work. So I parked my car in the driveway and she took me to work that morning so she could just pick me up. And it was we were just kind of laughing because I had my backpack that was gonna be my carry-on. I had my little sack lunch so I could just throw it away. And she's dropping me off at the door. And I was like,
feel like I'm back Mom. In school.
She's like, have a good day at school, honey.
Yeah.
And then picked me up afterwards and had to deal with that whole parent rush. But then the real hard was I got back home at 7:30 Sunday night and was back to work at 6:45 the next morning.
And you said you did good the first day. It was Tuesday.
Yeah, the first day
started getting hard.
One of my coworkers was actually he's like, I was dad worried about you. Just because that's a hard, traveling takes it out of you. Yeah. Going back to work, that's hard. But you were actually really great. And then
the rest of the week happened. It was just a really rough week. We won't go into details, but
let's just say some spiritual warfare was going on.
Yeah, sure felt like it.
But we're in the last week before fall break. I've got 3 more half days with students, and then I get 2 weeks off, which makes me feel kind of guilty for saying. Because I just took 2 days off for that retreat a week and a half ago. But I'm looking forward to it. So.
Yeah, and you have to do fun things sometimes too. So
anyway. But I've been getting a lot of stitching done.
And I have not because by the time the workers were leaving, I was so done with them being in the house and the noise and cutting and trimming and shivving and whatever they are doing in there.
Shivving,
shanking, shaving.
What are these people doing?
Oh, they're cutting tile and it's loud and it's noisy and banging. And anyway, it'll be worth it when it's all done. I can tell you it's already prettier than it was because there's no hexagon tiles. Sorry, hun. Which makes me very happy. And I'll be honest. Well, never mind. We've said enough.
Have we?
Well, yes, we have. You're going to be bored. Anyway, we had 2 hours to pick out everything in our house. We'd flown down from Michigan, picked out everything. So we're in a big hurry trying to get it all done in a timely manner. And the tile was a compromise. And I'm blessed that I'm in a place that I could say, I don't like it anymore, get rid of it. And then turned out it was really, truly a good thing I did because there was some nasty stuff going on behind the tile that he said there were no signs that any of this was going on. So he was glad I had it done too, even from the fact that he's benefiting financially from taking my money. He's
Just
a good
take all
man.
the money.
He's a good man. He's a good man. It's all good. Okay.
So stitching.
Enough of that.
How about I start with 1 or 2 and then you can share and I'll go back?
Yeah, start with your starts.
I have a whole pile.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
start
start
with your
with the most furthest back that I worked at.
You're going to start with whips. She's changing the game plan on me here.
Yeah, okay. I need to unbury.
I don't care.
Let's start because I already have it piled up with the oldest whips because then I put the new, like the most, because it's also the most recent stuff I've stitched on.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, we're going backwards. Sorry.
So we're starting with whips, the oldest whip to the newest whip.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So I can't remember if I showed you guys this since I finished it or not. So if I've shown it to you, just pretend it's the first time you guys are seeing it. Thank you. Clouds Factory, US presidents. I set a goal for myself at the beginning of the year for 1 president a month. Yes, I know that's going to take me a while, but we're doing it. I still need to do September, but I'm waiting till fall break to do that. That's my fall break.
You got 1 week, sister.
Yes, but as of Friday, I don't have to worry about school.
That's true.
And
But Monday you are having your wisdom teeth taken out.
Right, so that sounds like a great just sit on the couch and stitch. Anyway.
Anywho.
I don't, like I said, I don't remember if I was just talking about it, but I got Andrew Jackson done here, and I got, oh goodness gracious. Monroe? Hold on. Hold.
Does it really matter? You got
does.
2 presidents done.
I got 2 presidents done, but I'm a history person. Martin Van Buren.
Yes. How could we forget Martin Van Buren? Oh my.
But
Poor
it's
Martin
on
Van Buren.
this 32 count heroic
Which is beautiful.
by Picture This Plus, and I love the red and the blue on it. So I have my first row of presidents done, and when I start, I can't even read it.
She walked in tonight. Before we record, I make her dinner, just to spoil her a little bit, and had her younger sister over for dinner too. And they both just, you can tell it's getting the end of the quarter because they both just look exhausted when they walk in the door.
She took one look at me. She's like, "What's wrong? Do you have a headache?" Thanks, Mom.
Because she did inherit her dad's tendencies for headaches. I should say family tendency.
But then I've been
On her
keeping it, and this was a gift from Mom / handcrafted by
I
Harvey.
was going to say more from,
We the People,
which is perfect for the president's bag.
and it even has all these American stuff in it.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Her bags are beautiful.
Yes.
The fabrics she uses.
Yes. Lisa's bags are some of the best, and I love keeping my presidents in it. Okay. And then I was gonna take this to the retreat and decided not to, but I'm close enough now where I think I'm gonna take it and get it close to a finish to take to Stitch West.
Okay, so I think we've said this before, and if you've not been to a retreat, at least the 2 we've been to, all of 2, when
Some
you
of them.
finish a project, you get to ring a bell, or at least at Stitch West you did, and at Chantel's people would cheer, whatever, bring attention to the fact that their table would cheer for
Be
them.
a fake bell.
Yeah, be a fake bell. Anyway, sound things on their phone, whatever, to get your attention, they'd finish. So a lot of people will wait to put in their last few stitches till they're at the retreat so they can ring the bell, because it's pretty fun.
So I figured I'll work on some of this, but anyway, right now it's called American House by Erin Elizabeth. And I'm doing the big one. At some point I will probably do the smalls that go with it. But I just really like the colors in this. And so last time when you guys saw it, I had to finish one of the windows, I had to finish the door, I had to finish the cream and the white, and I only had 1 tree.
You've come a long way on that, honey.
I have come a long way on this. Told you I was getting some stitching done this month. So I just need to do like the planter and the fence now. And I think I'm gonna take out Liberty. I don't think I'm gonna have it say Liberty. Because it would go like under the tree I don't know. We'll see when I finish
I think
it.
it's such a tiny little detail. I think it'd be nice to keep it in, but it's not my stitch. So
We'll see where I'm at. But anyway, so I honestly have really enjoyed working on this. I like the trees that it kind of got into the routine where they're all stitched the same way, so I could kind of just go. And then on the back I have one of the spools from Crafty Bluebonnet.
yes.
But I don't think I put in any work on it this month. So I thought about making it for the finishing it for the Smalls Exchange at Stitch West, but
I thought you started something else for
I
that.
did.
Okay.
I did.
That's a start. You have to wait till we get to the starts.
Yes. So those are two of,
No, you have more.
Okay.
Keep going.
this has been one of my more recent, I like pounded this out. So a long time ago,
In a galaxy far, far away.
I started this stitch, I finished this stitch, I restarted this stitch for a different person, and now here we are.
And she got really burnt out on it and did stitch on it for months.
Correct. So if you've been with me for a while, I like reading fantasy. My friends like reading fantasy.
Your sister likes reading fantasy.
Yes, and we're Fourth Wing fans. And so I am stitching this for my sister. It's called Taryn and Indarna. It's by Niche Stitches on Etsy. And I didn't start this until like on the plane coming home from the retreat. And like I had some of this wing done, not a lot. And so I finished this wing, and then I got like all of this weekend done. So I just have this little bit left. But it's kind of frustrating because somewhere over here, like the fill-in is like half a stitch off. So she will never notice. And I honestly have to look really close, but over here, like the row is not aligned. It's like half a stitch off from the outline. So it's annoying when you get to the bottom because the bottom is filled with like half stitches.
Yeah.
But you can't tell. And if you can.
And she won't notice. And she won't notice. She'll just be excited to have it up.
So I really like it. I'm happy with it. My brother got her
You heard us tell a story about the map.
Yeah, map of Navarre, which is like the the realm the story takes place in. And so I'm gonna put it in a frame that matches it so that this will match her map of Navarre.
And she'll probably hang it above or below the map.
Yeah, so that's the plan. So that's been a lot of just like sit there and stitch, fill in, football, the Charlie Kirk Memorial was just a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I've been keeping that. I moved the bag. I had it in a dragon bag, but it was a big bag for a small little stitch. And I got one of these portfolios at the retreat. And it's by Soulful Creations. She had a table there. So I liked it for traveling. I definitely did, because you can kind of like zip things in.
That's perfect for a smaller project.
Yeah. So, and I like the fabric. So that was Tannin and Darna. Oh, and it's just on a 32 count country vintage mocha. Julie, I got a different fabric, and that's part of the reason why I gave the first one to my friend and not my sister, because the other fabric, it was called Caramel Macchiato, but in certain lights it looked kind of more like an orange creamsicle.
Yeah, it definitely had a yellowish, much more yellowish hue to it. Orangey.
So Julie wanted this fabric because it looked more like old paper.
It's a perfect, goes with everything kind of fabric I've discovered.
Your turn. I'm done talking. I have more, but you go and then we'll come back.
Okay, like I said, I haven't done a lot of stitching. Part of it is just everything that's been going on, and just wasn't in the place. So first of all, let me just say that secret project I've been telling you about, I've been working on it. I'm very pleased with the way it's turning out. My sister the whole time, one time in Vegas, she's going, so tell me about it. And I went, so no way. Anyway, so it's coming along nicely. I had to get a little bit of help at the retreat because I'm doing something I've never done before, and they helped me figure it out, and I'm very happy with it. Now, we're gonna have to tell you some of the haul we got. Anyway, so because that's part of the thing. So when you go to a table at the retreat, a lot of people like to hand out table gifts, especially their tables if they've been together for a couple of years. And even if it's just your first time, it's kind of a way to say,
Hi.
it's nice to meet you. Here's a little present. Some people, it's floss and a piece of candy. Some people get into it. Well, the table that we were at, may I just say, Missy, Teresa, Tammy, and Andrea. They knew we were from Michigan originally. Now, I'm not originally from Michigan, but lived there a long time. So the theme of our whole table that weekend was Michigan. All the snacks, the drinks. I mean, they spoiled us rotten.
Teresa brought Faygo, and so we could do a Faygo
Which
tasting.
is a Michigan pop.
It was so much fun. It
Yeah,
made me
and
smile.
anyway, so Teresa, she's also a very talented quilter, made us each these little project bags with Michigan fabric. And then for us, she put on there Home Sweet Home with the map of Michigan, or the outline of the state of Michigan, and then a lion's little thing for our bags. And then inside, she put a Teresa Kogut pattern. Now, like I said, this is probably a very generous table gift, but a Teresa Kogut pattern of scarecrow, and I love scarecrows. And then she included fabric for it.
And Teresa's from Michigan.
And she is from Michigan. So she was excited that we were coming back. It was just a wonderful thing.
And so on the plane coming home, I downloaded one of Teresa's videos. She's the garden goose stitcher.
Yes.
On Flosstube.
She's adorable.
Watching her is like,
especially
after being at the table with her, I was like, oh.
She's loving, she's outgoing. She probably wouldn't, once she's comfortable with you, she is the best storyteller. I just adored her.
Her Flosstube was still sitting with her. So we were all texting each other and they were like, miss you. And I was like, you're filling my soul because I was watching your Flosstube.
Yeah, I mean, all the women. So we have Missy, you guys would know her from Two Needles Pulling Thread. She's actually the one that reached out to us and said, hey, you want to sit at our table? Apparently they had to conference about it before because, we were a known entity.
But we weren't duds.
We weren't duds. They told us that. And then you have Tammy, who by the end of the weekend, she knew everybody's name. At least it came across that way to us. She probably put in 20 stitches the entire weekend. She's from Georgia. And she would know by the end of the weekend, not only their names, but probably could tell you their entire life story, or at least a big chunk of it. Somebody who loves people. She loves people. She loves finding your stories. She loves on you. I can't even tell you how many hugs we got during the weekend. Just a lovely, and then Andrea, who is her younger sister, again, another lovely human being. She's an empath. So, and she just picks up on your vibes really quickly. And she's a hugger. I mean, both of them. That she just wants to love on you and she wants to take away your pain. And just, God put us at such a beautiful table. And at a time when we both kind of really needed it. And I think they needed us too. We all got along beautifully. Anyway, so she gives us the pattern for the Teresa Kogut scarecrow. And then she includes beautiful fabric, which I'll show you here in a second, and then gave us the floss. So everything you needed to start this project was in the bag.
And the fabric is also hand dyed in Michigan.
Yes.
So Michigan themed, true and true.
All the way through. It was so much fun. And then also Teresa Kogut was there in person, not as Teresa Kogut, the designer. She was just there as a stitcher. She is also from Michigan and doesn't live that far away. So she was there at the thing and I was able to have her sign the pattern for me. And she was another lovely person. It was just, anyway. So I thought, well, I'm going to start on a scarecrow, dang nabbit. Everything's right here. It was perfect. I was in the mood for it. It was fall leaves. So this is how much I got done at the retreat. I stitched on a couple other things for a little bit, but he's just too much fun. And I don't think you can see the modeling in it, but it's kind of like a light sagey green with a little bit of fall blue in it. Oh, there it goes. It shows up pretty good. It's just a delightful little stitch and I just love it. Anyway, so that's what I worked on most of the time at the retreat. So
When she's not working on the
the
surprise.
secret project, I worked on that. And then I worked on this, and then I also worked on, I've been doing the,
Just saw the ghost.
yeah, hold on. Oh, well, that's another story. I shouldn't probably even go there because that's going to go down the whole thing. A Satsuma Street ghastly greetings. Anyway, I've been working on that. I showed you that. So, but I've made progress. And I got started on the cute little ghost down at the bottom. And it's just really coming along. And I'm just having so much fun stitching it. Just the bright colors, and especially with fall. Down here in Michigan, I don't want to jinx things, but we're having a cooler September than we have had in a few years. Our temperatures are going to be below 90 next week.
Sorry,
knock
guys,
on
I did knock
wood.
on some
Yeah,
wood.
which is kind of unusual for the past couple of years. I probably did just jinx it, so I'm sorry. So I'm excited because I can finally get out and get patios washed without getting a burn. And
It was supposed to be 80 next week, guys. Guess what? Now it's going to jump back up to 100 next week.
yeah, it's all on
Thanks,
me.
Mom.
Sorry. So anyway, I didn't work on my mermaid. I haven't worked on my pirate ship. I need to get back to those. Oh, no, that's a new start. Never mind.
Okay.
So that's what I've been working on. Well, I did do 2 new start. Oh, well, then might as well do my other new start.
Well, that's okay because I have.
My scarecrow was a new start. It's
Okay.
not a whip.
Well,
So why don't you go back to you, and then I'll do mine later on.
we're just going back and forth and sharing the love, guys. So I have showed this. So this is a continued whip, but I signed up to do needle minder attaching to needle minder.
Double magnet.
I signed up for the
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar Cross Stitch Ghostly Gathering Stitch Along. 3 parts are now out. I mostly finished 1. I skipped a ghost on purpose, and I started over on part 3. But so last time, like, I still had most of like the lower moon to do. I still had her skirt and like the bats.
A lot of progress on that.
So this is one of the big things I stitched on. I still have some moon over by her, between her broom and her skirt, I realized. But it's really cute. I don't really like the fabric, which is kind of funny. It's like a linen. And so we talked about at our table how like sometimes linens over, like, because they're from England, that they're a little bit different than maybe the linens that we have.
I think they put a stiffener in theirs or something, because that's what it feels like.
Because up here where I've been like working with it, it's looser, but it's just a very like loose weave too. And
you've gotten used to the tighter weaves.
yeah. So, but I'm really happy with my progress. Like, I think it's a really cute stitch. Is it my favorite thing to stitch? Not necessarily.
Gosh, I think it's adorable.
Oh, it's cute. But
Okay.
like, it's just the fabric.
She is blood of my blood, half of my DNA, and yet what she likes to stitch is sometimes quite different than what I do. It's kind of funny how DNA works.
So, I'm really happy with it.
That's her dad popping out in her.
You have said I was more like dad than you at times, mostly in the negative. But anyway, so I'm excited to start working on like the haunted house and stuff, but I have not put a stitch in since we left the
Well,
retreat.
you've had a rough time since you've gotten home. So.
But then one of our followers, Tammy, gave me this little Halloween bag over the summer. And so that's what's been going in here.
It's perfect.
And it has the freaking
do
bats,
the bats glow in the dark? They look like they would glow in the dark.
I can't tell what's the light and what's glowing.
That's her dad's DNA, not mine.
I don't think so.
No, that was totally me, not him at all.
Just had to put on a show for you guys. Have to keep you guys entertained.
The ditz part of her is definitely me. He was not a ditz.
Guess what I just found?
Candy.
Zots.
Okay. That was not a Michigan thing, but Tammy, Miss Georgia, brought Zots. She was handing Zots out like they were going out of style, and I'd never had a Zot before.
I now have blackmail on Mom from the pictures that Tammy got.
I didn't realize they were these soury things in the middle, and they had their cameras ready to go.
It's fabulous. I had one of Mom was like,
A lot of puckering up for just a few seconds there, but wow. They were fun though. Good flavors. Okay.
okay.
Onwards and upwards or downwards, depending.
Yes. Okay. Retreat new start. So I told you guys that this was in my plans last time we filmed.
Plan schmans.
Plans stayed true. Your plans didn't. Anyway, Halloween.
I'm retired. I don't need to have a plan. Please go on.
What am I? Never mind. Save the day, guys. Okay.
Sorry about the ring. There you go. Now go forward. Yeah.
So it's the Satsuma Street Halloween cat.
He's adorable.
Yes. So I put in the first couple stitches on him before we left for the retreat. I started the hat and I did not do it on the called for because I shopped my stash. And so I stitched him on Heather by Fiber on a Whim, which I bought at Stitch West last year for the Halloween stitch that I did last year. And so I'd started the hat, I got the cat ears, I got it's gonna be the witch's hat, but now it just looks like almost like an airplane wings coming out of his face.
That's a cat.
You could definitely tell when I was stitching on this late in the night, I had to tear out some of those pieces several times. But I got the moon, I got the clouds, it's almost all the called for colors, except this is like blank white, whatever, instead of a creamier white. It was gonna be like an off-white. And I started the wrong stitch, but got pretty far in there and I'm just like,
too bad, so sad.
oh well.
And there's not a huge difference.
I'm like, it's a really fun, like it's an easy stitch. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I didn't get as much progress now looking at it as I thought I did. And again, I haven't done much stitching on, this is something I'm gonna start stitching over fall break.
You stitched a lot on that though at the retreat.
Yeah, because I mean, I did the whole moon. I finished the hat and the brim. I put in the cat ears. So I did some decent work on it.
You did. It's going to be really cute when it's done.
Yeah, and so I'm just going to keep working on it. Like I figured October hasn't even really started yet.
Well, it's just now officially fall.
When I go up to the cabin over my break, I'll probably take this up with me.
Okay.
That and the witch.
Okay.
And then I put, just kidding, that's something else. Your new start? And then my last new start? You want me to do my new start?
Yeah, do your new start,
okay.
And I'll follow by my new start.
So this kind of goes into haul.
New
but
York.
my market release finally came in.
Yes.
Tiny Modern. Okay, that's just the picture. The Tiny Modernist Tinies Halloween Pretties.
We both got this pattern.
Yes. So Mom had already ordered it and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna order it too. And so I started stitching this one right here. The book and the little ghosty and spoiler, I'm gonna make it into the Smalls Exchange and do that for the Smalls Exchange for Stitch West. I've been wanting to do a Smalls Exchange, but just
with the 2 weeks off before we go, you'll have time to do it.
Because normally I don't have enough, but I like kind of how they finish. They even have like the finishing directions on the back here, and I was at Hobby Lobby with a couple different ideas. So without further ado, I don't even know.
I love all the colors. I'm not a big spooky, scary.
Yeah, it's cute.
But I love bright, cheery colors for Halloween.
I also really want to do that boot. Like I think that boot's cute.
Even with the little eyes. Even the eyeballs are cute. Yeah. I mean, they're all cute.
Or I thought about doing the raven, and because a bunch of my Halloween decor at my house is like purple and like dark purple with glitter. So trying to turn the pumpkin purple. Yeah. And do the raven. Anywho. So I shopped my stash. I bought the called for DMC But I had this, I actually really love this fabric for it. It is vintage rose, 32 count vintage rose.
That's perfect
from the
with that.
Forbidden Fiber Co. And so this is what I have done. I actually made like a lot of progress for just starting it last Thursday or Friday.
She's really cute.
I started it on the 18th, so that would have been Thursday. And I like there's just enough modeling, especially like around the lamp right here.
Yeah.
There's
I like the little bit of pinks in there. It goes with the colors in the pattern.
Yeah.
Really nice.
So I saw this and I was like, because I've tried pulling this out for a couple different stitches and none of them quite worked. And I was like, perfect. So I think it's really cute. I haven't put her bow in yet. And then I need to put the another couple rows and just put the books down here. But then that's really all it has.
But it's small too, so it's perfect.
So I think it'll be a really cute little smalls exchange. And I'm really happy. And I'll probably do some more of the designs if I have time. Yeah. Either this year or next year.
It's just a cute pattern to have.
Yeah. So this was, hold on. The name of this one was Sweet Scary Ghost.
Sweet Scary Ghost. Not scary. Nothing
so
scary.
Yeah, the pattern's Tiny Modernist. And I like it. I like the little candles.
Speaking of Tiny Modernist, she's going to be the guest designer at Stitch West.
That's another reason why I thought it would be a perfect little smalls exchange.
Yeah. I'm excited about that one too. I haven't, I mean, listen to the wise woman who's been to all of 2 retreats. I have not been disappointed by any of the designers we've seen. Kathy Hands-On Design last year, Robin Pickens this year, Tiny Modernist. Our designs are cute.
But that was almost, like I said, I got a lot of stitching done in the last month. You did.
You've been working on a lot. And like I said, I have not. It's kind of fun how we alternate. It's like one month I'll get a lot done and you're nah. And then you get a lot done and I'm nah.
I haven't gotten much of my tandem read done because guess what? I'm still going on the tandem read, guys. Yep.
Okay, so I started a new stitch. I did the Satsuma Streets Christmas Sal, and I do not have the complete pattern, so I can't really show it to you. But it's a house. It's going to be a Christmas it's called Holiday House, and we are doing right now 2 parts of released. I started on the part 1 at the retreat. And you will not even know it's a front door because I didn't do that much.
We're really great at staying up on those stitch-alongs.
Yes. But it's going to be worth it. First of all, so I'm just doing it on, I don't know, some linen that I had in my stash that didn't even have a label anymore. But here's the top, the lintel of the front door.
What word did you use? A lintel?
Lintel.
Okay.
It's the top part of the door. In old homes, you know, could be made of stone or marble or all kinds of things. In ours today, it's just, you know, wood mostly, unless you're in a fancy home. And I do not have a fancy home. I have a nice home, but I do not have a fancy home. But look at all the colors that will be in this Christmas stitch along. Again, just all these colors that I just adore. It's going to be a beautiful home when it's done. So now I'm kind of just got to get that done. Well, I don't got to do anything. I'm retired. I don't have to do anything.
I came home though and she was prepping all of those flosses and I'd done the same thing because my...
There's like 30, 35 flosses.
Yeah, my Satsuma Street is... It took me probably like 2 hours because of course somehow I'm always buying more DMC. I'm never going through all my DMC, but it seems like every project calls for like one, I'll be like just 1 or 2 numbers off.
Yeah.
So I had to buy most of these.
Colors are gorgeous too. I like Satsuma Street for that very reason. Or Caterpillar.
So I'm like, I had just done this the day before and it took me like probably 2 hours of sitting in front and watching like NCIS. And then I come over to Mom's house the next day.
And I'm doing the very same thing.
Handcrafted by Herbie now. Another one that looks like it would glow in the dark.
Yes. Actually, I think That one does glow in the dark. The white, I think, glows in the dark.
Lisa, you
Lisa,
rock.
correct us, but I got it because it glows in the dark, and I'm all about glow in the dark.
So I stole it from her.
Yeah,
Were
she
you
did.
able to save that bag?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm showing it off.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what our stitching has been up to. And I know we talk about books occasionally really quick, but if you guys get a chance to see the Thursday Murder Club on Netflix, it's really cute. There's no, it's a very clean story. It's a delightful story. It presents older people in a positive light. And it's kind of like Agatha Christie, but it's got Pierce Brosnan, and it's got Helen Mirren, and it's got Ben Kingsley and Cicely. Gosh, I cannot remember her name, but I enjoy her as an actress so much. And the movie was delightful on Netflix. Truly presents older people in a really positive, intelligent light, while at the same time addressing the issues with aging. They talk about dementias, and they talk about strokes, and they talk about, the aches and pains.
It was really interesting. You had mentioned like, oh, you watched that, it was really good and recommended it. And then like 2 days later, my roommate recommended it.
Yeah.
And she's like 23.
She's
so it's
vastly-
something that's
yeah.
like spanning the cross of like age
Yes.
groups.
I like the way it presents aging people in a positive way. And I am aging, and I do not think of myself as infirmed. It might take me a little longer to do things. It might take, I might have an ache or two of pain when I get up in the morning and take 5 minutes to unkink the body. But the brain, thank the Lord, is still functioning for the most part. It takes a little longer to process things to get to the tongue, but then maybe that's been a problem. Anyway, and I've also been reading the books, and the books are delightful. Oh my gosh, the books are delightful. So, Thursday Murder Club, the author is fabulous.
Question for you guys. We
No.
talk about books Okay, she will not be a part of this, but we talk about books enough. Is that something we should make an official segment of our Flosstube? Like actually bring out the book we've been reading?
No, let's just keep it like it is. But you tell us what you think, but I just like the way it flows. Anyway,
Okay.
flows in, but let us know. Otherwise, and if you don't like it, be nice, but say that, and we won't do it anymore.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're ready for haul.
We're ready for...
Okay.
So most of the table, like we got the same table gifts. I left most of mine at home.
Knowing that I would have them.
Yes. So, did you show the butter?
Nope, that's what I was just getting ready to do.
Cool.
So you get to meet so many nice people, and I'm blown away by the beauty of human beings when they're...
Yes.
Anyway, and some people will spend a whole year getting ready to make things and hand out things to people, whether they know you or not. Anyway, there's a beautiful woman named Pauline, and I mean beautiful outwardly, but more than anything, beautiful inside. And she's been following us from the beginning, I think, pretty close to the beginning, if not the beginning. Anyway, she brought us bags that she had made, project bags. And it's just beautiful. First of all, I love butterflies, and the colors are like, they're mine. She even has her own little tag at the bottom. And so I have my my Halloween stitch in this, which isn't appropriate for Halloween, but I loved it so much. Well, okay, so here's the story. I took a brand new bag from Handcrafted by Harvey, put it in my backpack because I was going to stitch on it in the plane. And I had a jacket across my lap. I set my backpack down it was just a backpack. It had a book, stitching and stuff, whatever in there. I stand up when we get to Detroit. The leaves on my jacket, the hems on my jacket sleeves the cuffs were soaked in dark brown something. Smelled horrendous, like apple juice gone bad. Something. I lift my backpack up. The backpack bottom is soaked 6 inches up. Most of the stuff in it was protected, and Lisa Harvey's project bag was in there. It protected the project that was inside, but it got wet, and I was not a happy camper. I couldn't save the white jacket.
We landed at 10 o'clock Michigan time. We're not getting back to our hotel. We didn't get to the hotel room in Williamston until like
12:30.
12:30.
Yeah. I'm trying to wash my jacket out. I couldn't get anything out. I didn't want to ruin the project bag. So anyway, I came home and I washed it, and I saved it. I washed it in cold. I was very careful with it, but this is the project bag.
Move over,
Butterflies.
hot girl summer. It's spooky bitch season.
Yes, it's just a delightful. She just finds these incredible fabrics that I just love. And then there's this one, if the shoe fits, which is one of my all-time favorite sayings, because most people would say that fits me quite nicely. And then there's just this fun booty fabric. So anyway, I couldn't save my jacket. It was stained.
Thank goodness for Costco.
Yeah, and the backpack wasn't working for me anyway, and there was no way I could wash it. I ended up staying in the hotel. I didn't bring it home. But it was smelly and it was just stinky.
Right.
I've never smelt anything like this. And it was like somebody I don't know what happened, but I was not a happy camper. So luckily Pauline was giving us these and I was just thrilled because then I could put my project that was previously in the other bag in this one. So anyway, that's that.
Do you have the projects that Robin Pickens?
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
That's why I put it all on my desk and forgot to grab it all.
the only thing I'm not sure where I put the extra pattern. I know I put it in with something else to keep
Okay.
it safe. It might even be in there.
So starting off our haul, like,
Yeah, you just talk about it. I'm going to see if I can find the other. There it is.
so this was the pattern that was the exclusive for the retreat, which I absolutely was just gorgeous colors, gorgeous fabric. Like we got the fabric when we came in. I'm actually really excited. I'm thinking like this is going to be a November stitch.
Yeah. Now they hand it all in a bag. I mean,
Yeah.
everything is handed to you in a bag, and everything except for even the floss is included. Everything you need for this project is in there. And same with Kathy from Hands On Design last year. That's what the designer, finishing stuff. And then
Chantel's boards.
Chantel provided the finishing board.
And again, this is an exclusive board for this project in the retreat.
Now,
The acorn one is.
yes, the pattern itself may be released a year from now.
Yeah.
So if you like the pattern, just hang on. The board kind of made it sound like
This is an exclusive right now. for
exclusive.
this.
It may be released at some point in the future, but for right
she
now
had
it is
it
not.
finished so beautifully. We definitely wrote down the colors to do the board, and then these little like leaves on top of it.
To put on top of it. And then, now the paint was sold out. So I'm on the waiting list to get more paint.
And if you're new to cross stitch, Chantel, whatever, like she's known for her finishing boards. Her shop has all sorts of patterns and things, but she's known for her finishing boards. And then she also had the stuff, we got the little stuff to put together, this little acorn and
So you could put a whole display together. I mean, it was just, and you got the paint to paint it with,
always fresh, sometimes
Yes.
frozen in Little Michigan.
and shark free, and salt free. So that was the whole project bag, which I love. Can you take out the pattern? I love fall patterns. Fall is my favorite season, just in case you hadn't figured that out by now. And I just love Robin Pickens colors. Again, I'm very much a brighter color person. I love acorns and the cute little mushrooms up there at the top. I'm all about the mushrooms. I just think it's an adorable, adorable pattern. It's probably much more my style than Allie's style, but Allie will probably do it because it is really cute and it's fall. And then the last day of the retreat, Robin gave us another pattern.
Yes, I don't think
This
one,
is not an exclusive.
and we're actually, I know I'm not going to stitch this one.
It's not you.
So we will be giving away the second one
Yes.
of this one.
Yes. But this is the second pattern. I think it's in her new release or soon to be released. And it is called Colors of Fall. And truly, the colors of fall are in here. I mean, just the burgundies and the oranges and the yellows and the greens and the browns. But she does things, puts things together in a way that just make my heart sing. So This was a freebie. This is, if it's not already released, it will be released shortly.
I believe it was on 123 Stitch already.
Okay. I think they were selling them in the store too. So
Okay.
I think I saw them there.
So if this is something that you are interested in,
I'm gonna just keep talking. I'm gonna hold it up so they can get a better look at it.
comment splendid in the comments. It's one of the words on the side that's not going to automatically come up.
Good try trying to work that in. Or just
have
write
fun.
Splendid.
But yeah, use the word splendid in the comments. And I figured this one will still be good in 3 weeks when we come back. And because it's kind of a fall, you could do it into November stitch.
Yep.
So
if this is a pattern
That'll
you're
be a giveaway.
interested, you can win Allie's pattern because I'm not giving up mine. These are right up my alley.
And I would like, knowing I'm not going to stitch it, I would love to share this with you guys.
Yep.
That someone's going to appreciate it.
Yes.
Not that I don't. I appreciate it. I think it's beautiful.
Not
it's
her
not
thing.
something I'm going to stitch.
So then her store was open the whole time, and she has some incredible staff that was working while we were there.
Yeah.
Her sister works there. Some dear friends work there. It was just fun to walk in there. It's a cute store. It's an old building they've turned into this store. The floors were antique wood, old.
Yeah, it came from an old barn that they tore down.
It just, she's got such a wonderful eye for decorating, and it showed in her store. And we had to go there just about every day for one thing or another, dang nabbit.
Spent way too much money.
So go ahead and show. I've been talking up a storm.
Okay, so this came with, okay. So the first time we go in there, I was looking for fabric, but like the Atomic Ranch Fabrics trunk show didn't start until
Saturday.
Friday.
Oh, that was the first day, Friday.
But we went in
We went in Friday.
Did we go in Thursday?
Yeah, we went in on Thursday morning, Friday morning, and Saturday.
Because we went in, did we buy anything before the meet and greet?
Yes.
Okay.
No. We
Okay.
didn't.
We just walked.
Oh, I think
we bought our first stuff on Thursday. Okay. So before the meet and greet on Thursday, we went in. And at this point, I just walk away with a bunch of patterns. Because like, I was looking for fabric. They didn't have anything. And so I honestly bought, okay. So one thing I walked away with was this Teresa Kogut Miss Liberty, which I think is adorable. Those of you that have been watching, you know I teach US history. I don't think it's going to surprise anyone that I tend to gravitate towards patriotic stitching. So I'm excited. I actually had a Teresa Kogut that I started, and going through my whips this week, I might have abandoned it. It's not something I have any desire to stitch on anymore. And so that will be a future giveaway, but it's very much Halloween-y, and I realize we might not be back in time for you guys to stitch Halloween. So, but anyway, future giveaway. But I got this Teresa Kogut. I love the colors. I love the stitch. I think it's adorable. And then
another patriotic
this
stitch.
is Annie B's American Sampler House. Actually, I get this one confused. I've seen this one, and then I've seen one by Plum Street. No, not Plum Street Sampler. Primrose Cottage. That like I feel are very similar.
Could be.
But so I got this one by. This is Annie B's Folk Art.
Who will be the designer for Chantel's retreat next year?
Yeah, for the fall pep rally. So if that's something you're interested in, the sign up is now live. So I'm really excited about this one. And then I've been eyeing some Plum Street samplers for a while. Never bought one.
And she had a lot of them in her store.
So first off, this American Welcome, a lot of people were doing stitch-alongs on like stitching it together last year. And I loved it. I thought it was beautiful, but it's a big project, and I have several big projects going. But I just love this, and so I decided to heck with it. I'm gonna get it.
So she did.
So I did, and I'm probably going to start it in the next year. And then we're in Michigan. It's fall. In Arizona, fall is a state of mind as much as it is a season.
It's
because I decorated for fall the weekend before Labor Day just so that I could feel cooler, feel fall. I put foliage up in my, like on the cabinets in my kitchen. I put foliage over my bookshelves.
Our leaves really don't turn here till like February.
Yeah.
Just
so
in time
fall
for them
here
to...
is winter.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't, yeah.
So anyway, so I saw this, the Gather In, and I just thought it was really cute. I was gonna put it away and Mom added it to my cart, or her cart. So this was a mommy gift. But I just, again, I think it's so cute. I'm realizing I really like the Plum Street Sampler style, which is kind of funny. I didn't think this would be something that I ever gravitated towards when I first started stitching.
It's funny how as you get into it more and more, your tastes change or you find your style more and more. It's not so much that tastes change.
And then
I love that one. I love the colors in that one.
This is Always Remember. And I just love the bald eagles. I love the poppies. I love the house. I love just everything about it. And so, and this was Always Remember. So I'm just really excited. And so that was Thursday night. And okay, I'm happy, like I'm good. I've bought a lot of stuff. We go in the next day and it's the trunk show. But why don't you show the patterns you got? Because you did more of that. I'll tell my story and then you tell your story.
Thank you.
So the next day, Atomic Ranch has a trunk show. And I love colored fabric. But like, I feel like I'm careful getting colored fabric because I never know what I'm going to use it on. And I have a really hard time justifying spending money on fabric if I don't have a purpose for it.
Unlike her mother.
But I saw this lavender.
What's it called? Specific? What do they call it?
Lavender.
So it's lavender.
And I just fell in love with it because like I feel like all my Halloween stitching last year and this year has been done on like purple fabric, and I just really like it. So I talked myself into that. Mom was gonna get me some blue fabric, and I said, no, like that's a half
a yard.
Yeah, a fat half.
Okay.
That's the word I was looking for. Anyway, a half acre, and I was like, no.
It's not a half acre.
A half yard. Sorry, guys. And I just love this blue. But I was like, no, I don't need it.
I don't have anything
I don't
to
know
stitch
what
on
I would
it.
stitch it on.
Yeah. I'm on a
Thank
budget.
you, Mom. Well, she was going to buy it for me. And I said, no, Mom, you don't need to spend your money. I really don't know what I would use to stitch on it. So, like, thank you, but no. Allie.
That night, she's looking at all the patterns
blue.
She just bought.
Could be done on blue. Blue. This is more of like a teal, but we're going to call it blue.
She went back
Hey,
in.
Mom, we need to go back to the shop tomorrow. And this time, Mom's not buying it.
Ask me once, don't ask me again.
I didn't even ask you.
No, you didn't.
So, instead of Mom buying me a more expensive piece of fabric, I bought it myself.
She's a grown-up now.
It's overrated. But it's like this really pretty, like,
it's
ice
a pretty
blue.
sky blue, yeah. It's really model-y, but not so model that it's going to be distracting from any pattern you stitch on it.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
So I really liked it. And then, so like that was the last day. And then, or that was Saturday. And then Sunday, we got there early because we had to leave at like noon. The retreat went until like 5.
Yeah.
But we were going to go see the woman I grew up next door to, that we lived next door to in our hometown.
Like
she was like a third grandma to me. And so we left at noon. So we got there like right as it opened at 8. So we could get some stitching in, spend some time with the people that we'd met. And we got to have a really cool conversation with both Chantel and Robin Pickens. And it was just like, it was really nice. We got to ask them and like not feel like we were taking them away from a bunch of people, because a lot of people, they'll get there at 8 the first day, but people kind of trickle in later in the other days. And Robin Pickens was such a sweetheart. Like, and I was telling her, she had this ice skate pattern that I'd been looking at all weekend. I'd seen it in the shop and really liked. They had the finished model on the stage in the room we were stitching
Taunting
on.
us all weekend long.
And I told her, I was like, this is something like I would love to stitch, but like ice skates in Arizona just feels like weird to stitch on. Didn't think anything, like just trying to like say I liked her pattern. Well,
You went to the bathroom?
I went to the bathroom and came back and she left it sitting on my seat.
She's truly a kind woman. I mean, they all are, honestly.
So I actually have this picture that I love with her as like a thank you. See if it'll show up on the screen. But I got like, she was just like so nice.
Yeah, tilt it now, bring it forward. She was just an incredibly, I mean.
And you can see I have the pattern there, which is part of the reason, like, want to make sure to have that in there. So she was just lovely. Like, that was such a wonderful surprise and like totally unasked for, but so appreciated. Like, so I will be stitching this, and guess what? It's on blue. So let's just say that half yard will be put to good, because honestly, that's like the perfect. That's like the perfect blue for those ice skates.
Yeah,
so.
it's probably a little darker, the fabric she used, but this is going to be perfect for that. I think even better. Yeah. The white will still show up lovely on it.
That might be like a January stitch.
Could be.
I don't know. Anyway, so that was my, and then between that and then the portfolio, I think that was
and then
pretty
Pauline's
much my
gift
haul.
bag,
Yeah.
and then Teresa's gift bag.
And then so my Pauline gift bag, my Pauline project bag, I'm sorry, I left it home. I've tried to put some of it like in my craft room and I meant to grab it all. And then coming home from school, I forgot. But hers has like, mine has like a really pretty cat on it and it was lovely, bright colors, but.
Yeah, we met so many nice people.
We had.
Yes.
Barb and Ann were two of our viewers as well. Hi Barb, hi Ann. And they gave us this little orts jar, orts thing.
Yeah, orts holder. And it's perfect because then it folds up nicely and go in a project bag. So if you're traveling, if you're on a plane, you're sitting at a table with 6 other stitchers. It's perfect.
We got Missy gifted us not tequila, but it was maple syrup. And it
From
was
Maine.
I had some on my pancakes this weekend.
I'm waiting for this weekend coming up.
It was lovely.
It's made from their own property. It's their own maple trees. It was just truly a very special.
And then like Tammy gave us like Georgia peach candy with
Zots.
And then playing
cards.
yes, but as
Turned into
floss drops.
It's the end of the day.
With the Georgia peach. So
and then
got to use this.
Andrea.
They were giving us their like little project cards. Andrea gave us
cute little pouch. It's
I thought the pouch was tiny.
No, not the clear plastic one. The pretty
Oh yeah,
pretty embroidered
yes.
one.
Again, I didn't bring that one. That one's sitting on my
I've got it here somewhere because oh, I know where I put it. It's in the craft room.
But anyway, so like everyone was just so generous and
welcoming.
Yeah.
I mean, and not just to us. I mean, new friendships are formed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, if you get the chance, truly try and find one, attend one. It's just nice. Everybody sitting together with that cross stitching in common. It goes over everything else. I mean, it was just wonderful.
Yeah. So that was my haul.
So my haul, I was very excited to go to Chantel's because I love her cutouts. Now, there are a couple other companies I like too, but Chantel is home. So I walked in and she's got these pumpkins. You can display something on them, or the way I've seen her even do it is she has 3 different sizes, and eventually I'll get all 3. And she paints them and just displays them out with no cross stitch on them, which I love doing. I love decorating for fall. I collect pumpkins. It's kind of my jam.
Except you wouldn't know that she hasn't decorated for fall yet.
Not when everything's covered in tile dust and wood dust and drywall dust, and it's just hard to get excited about decorating when and you don't want to put stuff out if it's going to get covered in dust. So that's going to wait. And then just this cute little circular display, just for anything small. And I love doing little smalls. I don't know exactly what I'll use it for, but I'll put it to some good use. And then I bought some patterns as well. Is this, excuse me while I put my eyeballs on so I can actually read. Brenda Gervais, her Hilda Boo and Sunflowers too. I just thought was cute. She's just fun. And then I've been getting the Spring Swans by Brenda Gervais again. And this was the last one that I needed, I think, was the swan.
That's so pretty.
I love swans, and it just reminds me of back home. We had a pontoon boat that we kept on a lake, and we spent all our summers. We'd get our errands done, go out in the pool. Well, one day, or go out to the lake and just tube. It was just a pontoon boat. But we also, early on in the day, we had a wave runner. One of the very first years they were released, Drew had bought one. It was old, but it still worked great. And his sister and family had come to visit. They were teenagers at this point, and they thought the wave runners were really cool. So they were riding around the wave runners all day. And I just remember Rachel, my niece, was out on a wave runner, and swans would nest out there. And those that know swans, they get very protective when they're nesting and they have little ones.
And 16-year-olds pay so close attention to their environment.
She was not paying attention at all. She was just having fun. She got a little too close to the swans, and all of a sudden this papa swan is like paddling for everything he is worth, and they go fast, and we're screaming and yelling, and she's not listening to us. She just kind of puts, and he's starting to pull off the land. We're screaming and pointing. Finally she looks back, and I swear this swan, papa swan, was 3 feet from her, about ready to take a bite out of her backside. And she just took up. So now swans just make us laugh.
And still freak her out, and
still
she's 40.
Freak out, and she's a mom. So anyway, the swan just makes me think of that. And then I needed the last one of the seasonal couriers. I needed the winter one.
I love that one.
I know, I
think
love
that's
the colors.
My favorite.
I love all of them. And then she was showing off her patterns based on some of her quilts. And this was another one. She showed it done whole, but she also had an IKEA bag that she had cross-stitched just the individual flowers and then sewed them on the bag. Anyway, so I got that. And then the sewing machine. Kind of a mandala type thing, which I love those. And then I got a bunch of fabrics. So I think I picked up two colors. Well, one which is clover, which I thought it's kind of a Halloweeny or possibly spring as well.
Or even Christmas with the
Christmas with the right patterns. It's just a little more yellow than I like for my Christmas greens, but some people like this. Anyway, it was just a really pretty green, so I picked that up. And then me and teal, or bluey teals, or gray blues. There's this blue ridge. Which is a smoky blue. It's like got a lot of gray in it. It's just gorgeous. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but it was too pretty to pass up. And then just picked up some neutral whites, 32 count linens, and then a lot of, and then there was this really pretty Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. That's just a really nice neutral. So I picked that up, and then some,
I think that's just
the vintage country mocha. Picked up a couple of those.
Which, and we were also gifted the country vintage mocha as part of
the project.
So that's what we
One was included with the kit, and then we hadn't gotten a kit yet, so I wanted to pick some up because again, goes with so many other.
I love country vintage mocha.
I can see why so many people like it. So I think that's it. Now I have a couple other things just to show you, so please bear with me. First of all, this was my last fabric from Fabrics by Stephanie, the last fabric of the month, which is a beautiful, beautiful blue. I wanted to subscribe, so she's renewing her subscriptions, or you can start your subscription for next year. But I have this huge square fabric box that is filled with fabric. And I just went, Amy, you need to start using what you have. So I'm taking a year off. I'm probably gonna trying not to buy any more fabric till I use up. But in the meantime, I'm
As we go
hoarding
to
it.
Stitch West.
Yes, as we go to Stitch West. And then, so Allie showed you what she got at Market. I'm going to show you a couple things, well, the things that I got at Market. So again, I just got this Tidy Modernist, the Halloween Pretties. I'm not going to spend any more time with that because you've already seen it. And then the Puntini Cross Stitch Charts, the Tropical Birds. Aren't they? Oh, I am so sorry. Aren't they adorable? I just love these guys. So those will get stitched up, and the Country Vintage Mocha or the Milk and Honey will look good on those. And then also the Silver Creek Samplers Love Came Down. These will make some lovely ornaments or smalls or something. I just couldn't pass them up. That's just Christmas right there in a nutshell. So, and then Fiberlicious, I guess at Market, had this, I know, isn't that a beautiful name for a fabric company, Fiberlicious? Had this fabric out, and I went nuts. That's a Christmas red, and it's called Plum Halloween. Oh, I guess maybe they intended it for Halloween.
I
but
think it could be Halloween.
It could be
Christmas. I
Halloween.
think it could be Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah,
It makes me
anything
think of,
fall,
like,
winter.
Cranberries.
I mean, can you just imagine this with some gold stitching on it, or fall leaf? I mean, even like this could possibly be done. I'd have to be careful that the colors in the flosses don't get too close to the color of the fabric, but this could look gorgeous on it. And I had to have the fabric. And then Puntini was selling little Halloween pins. I couldn't say no to those either. So that's my haul from Needle Market, or Craft Needle Market. Needle Market, yeah. I don't get the names squared away. Anyway, and then just Shannon Christine has been coming out on her Facebook page with just these cute little 30 by 30 little cross stitches that are just adorable. This is the big, yeah, that's the bigger version of the smaller version. And these are free on her Facebook page, so I can show these. But just look at the little Halloween with the little, or the moon with the little flowers and the mushrooms. She has a small version of this, and then in her store you can buy the bigger version of it. And by bigger, I mean 68 by 68. The little one's 30 by 30. Anyway, so a lot of haul. We've talked a lot. We've had a lot to say. Coming up, she's got 2 weeks of fall break.
We're going to go see Anastasia
at a small local theater that does a wonderful job.
I love that.
And the
like,
music
we got
is
to see it
beautiful.
on Broadway. We got to see it at the Orpheum downtown Phoenix, and now we're going to see it at the more local theater.
They always do a great job.
I'm really excited.
Yep. And then I'm having a friend come to visit, and then we fly to LA to have our nursing friends reunion. It wasn't our whole class, but just a group of 6 of us that became best friends during nursing school. And a few years ago, we've started getting back together, and it's just a joy every year.
And then we're back for a couple of, I literally go back to work for 3 days after fall break. And then I take 3 days off for Stitch West.
And go up to Stitch West, which we're excited about. I'm excited to see what Tiny Modernist has for us. Yes. We're driving up there. It'll be a long day's drive, but between the 2 of us, we got it.
I keep looking at that like jar that they came out with the new, with like the mushrooms and stuff in it. And they also have like a Christmas version of like their, I'll have to show it to you later.
Yeah, because I don't know what you're talking about.
But I was like looking on their website.
Whose website?
Tiny Modernist.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, maybe if they have it at Stitch West, I will purchase it.
Yeah.
Versus buying it online.
And then one of the docs here, one of the teachers that you work with is loaning you his cabin up north, up in the mountains for a couple of days to cool off, which will be lovely.
Yeah. I think he's a little worried that I'm going to be freaked out being up there by myself.
You don't freak out.
But I'm really excited. He was saying today that it'll be like 20 to 25 degrees cooler up there than it is down here.
Because it is up in the mountains.
He was telling me about like a tap room that recently opened up up there, and like a coffee shop.
How long are you going for?
I'm going to go up for 2 nights. So I'm going up the 7th and coming home the 9th.
And I would go with her, but I'm having company come for a minute out of town. And
then I offered it to my sister. I don't think she's interested. So I'm just going to take advantage of it. I was going to go up with some friends, but they're all busy with work. And so I figured it'll just be a me retreat. Me and Jesus.
Yep. And then once we get back from Stitch West, we won't have it'll be quiet.
Yeah, but I do want to share one more, like plans wise.
Yes.
Because I talked about wanting to continue working on something, but so they had a cute little photo booth area at the pep rally. And one of the women who was sitting at the table right in front of the photo booth area was stitching and finishing like the last part of Country Cottage Needleworks Santa's Village. And she did it in a whole spread. So it's like...
It's massive. It's probably 30 by 30.
Yeah.
And that's just a guess. It could be a little bigger.
So her name is Erin.
Does she have
Erin.
a Flosstube?
She does not have a Flosstube, but she says she has an Instagram that she doesn't usually post like progress on things, but she will post
Finishes.
when it's done. So I did get her Instagram for all y'all because it was gorgeous. She took the opalescent fabric and then hand like tea dyed it herself. So it was like a darker fabric, but still had some of that sparkle.
The sparkle, it was gorgeous.
So her Instagram is a dancing needle. I have not yet checked to see if she posted her final or if she's finished it or anything.
She finished it because she rang the bell.
Did she?
Yeah. People were clapping for her.
Oops.
That was her goal, was to finish it that weekend.
So anyway, it was beautiful. And I asked for her permission to share her Instagram because I want you like,
go check her out.
Anyway,
yeah.
I think she's watched our channel before because she's talked about like, expecting to see progress because I'm not doing Santa's Village, but last winter I started Nutcracker's Village, and this was gifted to me by a viewer who gave me like the full
She decided not to do it.
fabric
And the patterns, wasn't it? Or was it just the fabric?
I hope I didn't do this the wrong way. Anyway, so I did the first one and she inspired me. Now I'm getting ready to start the second one, which is the Chinese tea room. And I just love the colors in it. I love the opalescent. I think it's supposed to be 4 across, and now I'm freaking out that I should have done it this way. But I don't think this would have been enough to do 3 down. Stay tuned, we'll find out.
Yeah. Are you doing them individually, or are you going to do them like her? Oh, okay. Then you could be in trouble. Oops.
We shall see.
Well, even if you just do, you can just alter
maybe do
it.
3 instead of 4.
3 and then just do 4 lengthwise. You know,
yeah.
3 this way and then 4 this way.
So we shall figure it out.
We'll make it work.
But anyway, she inspired me to do it. Erin and then her Instagram was at a dancing needle.
It was beautiful.
Was gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
And I love all the like just the reds and greens of Christmas, and
yeah,
it was lovely to see.
So we've been busy. We've had a lot to tell you. If you've stuck with us thus far, thank you. If you left earlier, sorry. We don't normally
They're not even
go
here for
this
us to
long.
apologize to.
No, you know, that's okay. But I know this is longer than normal, but we truly have. It's been a very busy month and lots to share with you. And I know we're probably not going to be able to share until we get back from Stitch West.
So it'll probably be another month or so.
Yeah, and we do apologize. Things get a little calmer after that. But between her working and then just me having a couple of months of being a social creature, I'm loving all this, spending time with friends. And
we try and do the 3-week mark, but the 3-week mark was like right last week as we got home or something.
Right between me coming home from LA and getting ready to turn around 2 days later and head up to Utah.
And then she didn't get home till last Thursday. And then so now we're looking at 3 weeks, and it's literally like the Tuesday before we leave for Stitch West. So we might just push it off and do it like later the week after we get home.
Yeah. Yep.
So thanks for stitching with us.
Thanks for stitching with us, or at least listening to us talk about stitching. For those of you who we met at Chantel's, it was so wonderful. I'm seeing so many faces that I just really enjoyed meeting you. And many of you came up and said hello. I think some of you were bashful and did not come up. A lot of you didn't know us, and that's okay too. We are a bit us. And but every one of you that we met,
was so nice.
It was so nice. Just so many nice people. And truly, ladies, if you get the chance ever, do anything legal that you can to get to a cross-stitch retreat. Don't do anything illegal. But truly, they're just inspirations, just meeting people and stitching with like-minded people.
And it's so much fun getting to see the different,
What everybody's working on.
yeah, like that woman at the table next, I think her name was Amanda, working on, or she was doing like a happy haunting or something like that on the
Yeah.
pool fabric.
Yeah, a lot of people started the Robin Pickens project, started working on that as soon as they handed them out, which was bright and early Friday morning. So a lot of people working on that, but it's just so fun to see all the different variety of what people are working on. And there some good restaurants in Williamston, and
What was
like
it, the
easy walking-
104?
109.
109.
Yeah,
Their
their food
pizza?
was to die for. Yeah, their food was delicious, and even the Greek place their food was right up there with the Grecian Isle. We didn't have their soup
Yeah,
but
that
their
was really
gyros
good.
were to die for.
So
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's
I
been a
think we're
pleasure.
falling asleep on the screen.
Yes, she needs to get home and get to bed.
I need to get this posted.
Yes, and it's going to take a while. So thank you again for sticking with us to the end. And if you didn't, we understand because we get it. Have a blessed next couple of weeks. Enjoy the weather turning into fall and cool. Even here in Arizona, we're getting some of that too here.
Unless she just jinxed it.
We are not jinxing it. I have no control over the weather. Only God does. Anyway, it was a pleasure chatting with you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.